I know you love avocados, so do I. This creamy, buttery fruit has been crowned a superfood. Doctors praise it, nutritionists celebrate it, celebrities can't stop raving about it. And honestly, they're not wrong. Avocados do have some truly wonderful benefits. But today I want you to pause for a moment and look a little deeper. Imagine this. An older friend of yours eats avocado every single day. It's part of their healthy routine. They believe they're doing the right thing, getting good fats, vitamins, even protecting their memory. But then something strange happens. Their health doesn't improve. In fact, it gets worse. They feel bloated, their cholesterol creeps up, and their digestion feels off balance. Why? Not because avocados are bad, but because they were eating them the wrong way. Have you ever done that? Have you ever thought, I'm eating something good, so why doesn't my body feel better? I don't share this to scare you. I share it as a gentle but serious reminder. Even the best foods can quietly harm us if we don't use them wisely. Over years of working with nutrition experts and listening to older adults, I've discovered something surprising. Many people over 50 are making the same avocado mistakes. Some of these mistakes put extra strain on the heart. Others affect the liver, the gut, even memory and emotional balance. And what shocked me most is this. Science has already confirmed many of these risks, but no one talks about them. Not on TV, not in mainstream health shows. That's why I'm here today, not to criticize avocados, but to share honestly with you, as a friend would, so you can keep enjoying this amazing fruit without accidentally harming yourself. Together, let's explore 10 avocado mistakes that many older adults are making. And if you're thinking, I eat avocado every morning, I've never had a problem. Well, I used to think the same thing until I looked closer at how I was eating it, and that completely changed the way I saw my own health. So let's begin, because this isn't just about avocados. It's about how we listen to, respect, and care for our own bodies. Don't trust the pit of the avocado. I know that sounds strange. We've all been told, or maybe just assumed, that leaving the pit inside half an avocado will keep it from browning, from spoiling too fast, as if that pit were a loyal gatekeeper, holding back time itself. But the truth is, the pit only protects the tiny spot it touches. The rest? Still exposed to air, still oxidizing, and if left too long, still vulnerable to bacteria. I remember once I left half an avocado in the fridge for 2 days, pit still inside, thinking I was being clever. When I came back, the outside was dark brown, and the inside had already started to smell off. Have you ever done that? Kept it out of habit, or because you didn't want to waste it? Telling yourself, it still looks okay, but in reality, it's your body that pays the price. Avocados, so soft, rich, and delicate, can easily become the perfect breeding ground for bacteria like listeria if they're stored too long. And for older adults whose immune defenses aren't what they once were, even a mild case of food poisoning can mean sleepless nights, or worse, complications with the heart, blood pressure, or blood sugar. So what's the right way? It's simple. Brush a little fresh lemon juice over the cut surface. Lemon slows oxidation beautifully. Then wrap it tightly in plastic wrap or seal it in an airtight container and store it in the refrigerator. You see, the difference between almost right and truly right might be just a thin layer of protection. But when it comes to health, that tiny almost can lead to very big consequences. So the next time you slice an avocado, love yourself a little more. Take care of that avocado a little better. And don't let the pit fool you. Mistake number 9. Eating avocado too close to your medication. I want you to pause for a moment and think about your daily routine. Maybe in the morning, you enjoy a slice of toast with avocado, sip your tea, and then, like always, you reach for your pills. Sounds harmless, right? Avocado is healthy. Your medicine is meant to help. But sometimes, even two good things, if combined the wrong way, can cancel each other out. Here's what most people don't realize. The healthy fats in avocado, yes, the same ones doctors praise, can actually interfere with how certain medications are absorbed. Heart medications, osteoporosis drugs, even some blood thinners can be less effective if you take them right after eating avocado. It's not that avocados are the villain, but if your medicine needs to be absorbed quickly and clearly, eating avocado just before or after can blur the effect. Science calls this food-drug interaction. I call it an accidental danger. I remember a friend of mine, a little older than me, who did everything right. He ate healthy, exercised every morning, and took his medicine on time. But his blood pressure stayed unstable. Only later, when his doctor asked carefully about his eating habits, did they discover the problem. He always ate avocado about 10 minutes before taking his pills. Such a tiny detail, yet it threw off years of effort to protect his health. I don't share this to scare you. I share it to help you be more careful. Give your body a little space, at least 1 to 2 hours between eating avocado and taking your medication. That way, your body can fully absorb what it needs without interference from avocado's fats and enzymes. Think of your body as a garden and your medicine as the seeds you plant each day. If you water too soon or add the wrong fertilizer, will those seeds grow the way they should? Caring for your health isn't just about what you eat. It's about when you eat and how you combine things. And sometimes adjusting just one small detail, like the timing of your avocado, gives your body a much better chance to heal and to thrive. Mistake number 8, eating avocado. Every day is a fixed habit, I know. We often think that if something is good, then eating it more often, every single day, must be even better, especially avocados. We've all heard the phrases, good for the heart, lowers cholesterol, packed with fiber, anti-inflammatory, supports memory. But here's the truth. Even something as wonderful as avocado, if eaten too often, can still cause the body to push back. Let me paint a picture for you. A woman, 65 years old, starts every single morning with half an avocado. She does this faithfully for 3 years. No breaks, no variety. At first, she feels fine, but gradually she begins to notice bloating. Her cholesterol creeps up. Her liver enzymes show unusual changes. When her doctor asks about her diet, she answers with surprise, "But I eat all the right things." I don't understand. The problem is this: our bodies thrive on diversity. No single food, even a superfood, can provide everything we need every day. And when we keep giving our bodies the same nutrient over and over, especially fats, even the healthy ones, our liver, digestion, and even hormones can slip out of balance. Have you ever felt this? That a food you once loved and felt great with slowly stopped giving you the same energy or comfort? Nutritionists call this micronutrient saturation. It means when you eat the same group of nutrients too often, your body stops absorbing them effectively and may even react in the opposite way. The solution isn't to cut avocados out completely, it's to listen to your body more closely. Maybe you don't need avocado every day. Maybe 2 or 3 times a week is just right. Instead of trying to make avocado your miracle cure, let it simply be one piece of a richer, more colorful plate, mixed with nuts, vegetables, plant proteins, and other fruits. Your body doesn't need a single hero. It needs a team that works together in harmony. Avocado is part of that team, but it can't do it all. Mistake number 7, eating only the soft center and throwing away the flesh near the peel. I've seen this happen so many times. A friend slices open an avocado, scoops out the smooth, buttery middle with a spoon, and then tosses the flesh closest to the skin straight into the trash. What's wrong with that? At first glance, nothing. But here's the truth. You just threw away the most nutrient-rich part of the avocado. Did you know that the deep green flesh, right next to the peel, is where the real treasures are? Scientists even call it the avocado's golden layer. That's where you'll find lutein, a powerful antioxidant that protects both your eyes and your brain, along with plant compounds that fight inflammation, help detoxify, and may even guard against certain cancers. And yet, sadly, many of us, especially older adults, have been eating avocados our whole lives without ever touching that hidden treasure. I'm not sharing this to make you feel regretful, but to encourage you. Starting today, you can get so much more from this fruit. Imagine this. You eat avocado faithfully every week, believing you're investing in your health. But because you scoop too shallow, you're really getting only half the benefits you could. So what's the simple solution? Cut the avocado lengthwise, remove the pit, and then gently peel the skin off, just like peeling a banana. This way, you keep nearly all of that deep green flesh intact, the part most people accidentally throw away when they use a spoon. Remember this, the difference in your health doesn't always come from huge dramatic changes. Sometimes it's the small overlooked habits that matter most. Avocados aren't just delicious, they're precious. And when you choose to eat one, don't let the very best part go to waste. Mistake number 6, eating avocado on a completely empty stomach. Think back to a morning, maybe even a recent one. You wake up early, haven't eaten anything yet, and you think, avocado is healthy. I'll just eat one first to settle my stomach. Sounds reasonable, right? After all, it's fruit. Fruit is light. Fruit is good for you. But the reality is, eating avocado on an empty stomach isn't kind to your digestion, especially as we get older. Here's why. Avocados are rich in fat, even though it's the good kind. But when your stomach is completely empty, with a thinner lining and fewer digestive enzymes that come with age, that fat is harder to handle. It's like asking an old car to climb a hill without warming up the engine first. I once spoke with a 72-year-old gentleman who loved his avocados, but he often felt bloated and burped uncomfortably after breakfast. We later discovered his routine. Every morning, he ate half an avocado before his coffee and newspaper. When he adjusted by eating a little light carb first, like oatmeal or plain bread, then adding avocado, the discomfort disappeared completely. Have you ever felt that way? Full but uneasy, bloated but not sure why? Nutrition research shows that fats are best digested as part of a mixed meal, with protein, carbs, and vegetables. That balance activates enzymes more effectively and takes the burden off your liver and gallbladder. And especially for adults over 60, when digestion naturally slows, timing becomes even more important. So next time you slice open an avocado, pause for a moment. If your stomach is empty, start with something light and gentle, a piece of whole grain bread, a little porridge, or even a ripe banana. Then enjoy your avocado as part of that meal. Because health isn't just about what you eat, it's about when and how you eat it. And sometimes that small touch of wisdom at the table is the truest sign of self-care in our golden years. Mistake number 5, pairing avocado with the wrong foods. I know, avocado feels like the ultimate chameleon. You can toss it into a salad, spread it on toast, blend it into milkshakes, even add it to desserts. And it's easy to think, avocado goes with everything, right? But not quite. The truth is, certain food pairings with avocado can actually reduce its benefits. Some combinations can even leave you bloated, upset your digestion, or spike your blood sugar unexpectedly. Here's an example. Many people, especially here in America, blend avocado smoothies with sweetened condensed milk, ice cream, or added sugar. It tastes rich and satisfying, sure, but for your body, that mix is far from friendly. Why? Because avocado is already heavy in healthy fats. When you add refined sugar, lactose-rich dairy, and sometimes acidic fruits on top, your body has to work overtime to process each group of nutrients separately. I once met a woman, almost 70, who had a nightly ritual, blending avocado with banana and milk. It sounded nutritious, but after a few months, she noticed constant stomach discomfort. Her liver felt weaker, and her blood tests showed elevated liver enzymes. Science backs this up. Nutrition experts remind us, plant-based fats should be paired with low-sugar, high-fiber foods. This slows digestion, keeps blood sugar steady, and helps your body absorb vitamins more effectively. So what are the right pairings? A slice of whole grain bread, fresh greens, tomatoes, a handful of walnuts, or simply enjoy avocado on its own as a light snack between meals. That's when avocado shines, nourishing your cells, protecting your heart, and supporting memory. Please remember this. Good health doesn't always come from adding more. Sometimes it comes from eating smarter. Avocado is a wonderful gift, but only when you pair it wisely does that gift truly become a blessing for your body. Mistake number 4, believing that because avocado is a healthy fat, you can eat as much as you want. I want you to pause for a moment and think back to the time when doctors and health magazines first started talking about good fats. Everyone was relieved. Finally, a kind of fat we didn't have to fear. No more guilt like when eating animal fat or greasy fried foods. And suddenly avocado became the savior. Some people spread it thick on toast. Others added half an avocado to every salad, then blended another whole one into a smoothie. Tasty, healthy, but could it be too much? Let me give you an image. Imagine you own a vintage car. The engine is strong, but the oil pump is old and worn. You hear about a new kind of oil that's really good, so you pour it in generously, more and more each time. But does the car run smoother, or does it start to clog and leak? Our bodies are the same. Yes, avocado is a healthy fat. That's true, but it's still fat. And as we get older, when the liver, gallbladder, and pancreas don't work like they did in our 20s, we have to limit our fat intake, no matter how good it is. According to American nutrition guidelines, most adults should stick to about 1/4 to 1/2 an avocado per day, depending on energy needs, body type, and existing health conditions. I remember a man in his 60s who ate a whole large avocado every single lunch while also taking medication for high cholesterol. He believed the avocado would balance out what the medicine was doing, but after 6 months, his blood test showed no improvement. Why? Because even good fat still adds calories and increases the liver's workload. So what's the lesson here? Just because something is healthy doesn't mean it should be unlimited. Even sunshine too much can burn the skin. And avocado too much can lead to weight gain, indigestion, or even reduce the effectiveness of certain medications. So instead of asking, is avocado good? Ask, how much is right for my body today? Eat to live well, not to chase a trendy superfood blindly, because your body deserves more wisdom and more gentleness than that. Mistake number 3, not washing the avocado skin before cutting. It sounds small, doesn't it? The skin of an avocado is thick and tough. Nobody eats it. So why bother washing it? I used to think the same way, until one day I read an FDA study that completely changed my mind. They tested hundreds of avocados from supermarkets across the US, and the result? Nearly 20% of them carried listeria or salmonella right on the skin. And here's the problem. When you slice an unwashed avocado, the knife passes through the skin and straight into the flesh. That means you're the one delivering the bacteria right into the part you eat. I share this not to scare you, but to remind you to be just a little more careful. Because at our age, the immune system isn't as strong as it once was. What might barely affect a younger person could leave an older adult sick for days. Diarrhea, exhaustion, or even hospitalization for food poisoning. Think about it. We wash tomatoes, cucumbers, apples, yet how many of us forget the avocado? I did, for years, because avocados don't look dirty the way vegetables sometimes do. But bacteria don't have a smell, they don't have a color, and they don't need to be visible to harm you. So next time you're about to cut into an avocado, rinse it under running water. Use a soft brush if you have one. It takes less than 10 seconds. But in return, you protect your gut, your liver, your kidneys, organs that are quietly aging every day, yet still working tirelessly for you. Good health doesn't always come from big dramatic changes. It often comes from the small habits, repeated daily, with kindness toward yourself. Mistake number 2, using avocado as a complete replacement for all other fats. I understand when the doctor says, cut back on animal fat and saturated fats, we naturally start looking for the foods labeled good, and avocados quickly become the star candidate. I've met so many older adults who did exactly this. They cut out cooking oil, skipped fatty meats, avoided butter and cream, and replaced everything with avocado every single day. Every meal had avocado as if it were the safe substitute for all other fats. It sounds reasonable. But here's the truth. No single fat, even the good kind, can fully replace the role of other fats in the body. Our bodies are delicate, balanced systems. We need a harmony of unsaturated fats, like those in avocado, nuts, and olive oil, and a small amount of saturated fats from eggs, dairy, meat, or fish. Why? To make hormones, nourish nerve cells, and help absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. If you rely only on avocado and cut out all other sources, you may create deficiencies without even realizing it. I once heard the story of a disciplined woman in her 60s. She ate clean, avoided oils and fats almost completely, and used avocado as her only fat. After a few months, her skin became dry, her hair brittle, her memory weaker, and her sleep restless. When the doctor ran tests, the results were clear. She was lacking certain fat-soluble vitamins, and even her good cholesterol, HDL, was too low, because her fat sources weren't diverse enough. Avocado is wonderful, but it doesn't have everything. It cannot replace omega-3 from fish. It cannot replace the natural cholesterol in eggs, so important for healthy brain function in older adults. So don't let avocado become the one and only. Let it be part of a richer harmony of healthy fats. A drizzle of olive oil, a boiled egg, a small piece of salmon, together with avocado, will nourish your body far better than depending on a single hero. In nutrition, just like in life, balance matters more than absolutes, and diversity is nature's way of helping us live healthier, longer, and stronger. Mistake number 1, believing that eating avocado alone is enough to stay healthy. I've heard this so many times. Avocados are so good, I eat them every day. I don't need anything else. Or as one gentleman once told me, I eat avocados, drink water, take a short walk each morning, and that's enough. And I understand. At a certain age, we crave simplicity. We don't want complicated routines or endless nutrition labels or sitting through long doctor's lectures. So we hold on to the one thing we trust is good, and avocados, with their superfood reputation, become the symbol of a healthy life. But here's the truth. No single food can carry the weight of lifelong health. Not avocado, not garlic, not honey, not celery juice. I don't say this to diminish avocado, but to remind you, health doesn't come from one miracle. It comes from an ecosystem of small, balanced choices working together. You need restful sleep. You need fiber from greens, vitamins from other fruits, and protein from fish, chicken, or eggs. You need light movement every day, a calm spirit, and someone to share your thoughts with. And yes, even things rarely spoken about, like forgiveness, gratitude, and the feeling of being connected to life. Avocados are wonderful, but they are not your golden ticket to health. They're just one brick in the house you're building: your body, your mind, your soul. So don't place all your faith in one single food. Place it in yourself, your daily care, your choices, your love for your own life, because at any age you deserve to live fully and well. And health, at the end of the day, is not just about living longer. It's about living deeper, wiser, and with more love for yourself. And if no one has told you this today, let me be the first. You're already doing so well. The fact that you care enough to learn, to listen, to adjust, even one small step at a time, means you are already walking the path toward a healthier, fuller life. As for the avocado, it's still here, creamy, nourishing, delightful. And if you use it wisely, it can be your companion, not a hidden risk. So what about you? Did you learn something new today? Have you made any avocado mistakes that you only just realized? I'd love to hear your story. Leave me a comment below. I read every single one, and I reply with respect and sincerity. And if this video has helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell, because I have so much more carefully prepared health content made just for older adults like you. Until next time, stay healthy, take care of yourself, and remember this: living well doesn't need to be complicated. It only needs enough understanding, enough love, and enough listening to your body.